Hello and welcome back to episode 64 of Unknown to World Known. We're back with Queen's Park Rangers, and since you were last with us, we beat Burnley 2-0. That's all that's happened because we come back straight away for the Chelsea game. We've climbed up to 10th in the table, and we are playing Chelsea, who are top, but then we also have got Norwich, so that's a chance for us to pull ourselves away from the relegation zone a bit more. The game against Chelsea, maybe less so. But let's jump straight into that and see how we get on. So we're setting up similar to how we did in the last episode against Arsenal. Effenberger in goal. Akar, Collins, the Greek guy, and Alder's back four. Marin and Casata in midfield, with Harkin on the right, Chair on through the middle, Rue on the left, and Scarlett, of course, up front. They've still got Frank Lampard in charge, which is ironic given that I'm recording this the day he's just been sacked. So if we can take the Lampard of real life that gets sacked and does bad and play against him in this game, that would be right. Well, that suits quite nicely. What we are going to do, I can see they've very early on got Ihataren with a little knock, so we're going to target him and kick him. I am terrible for that. If I spot an injury on the other team, it's kick time. Just kick them off the pitch. And let's hopefully manage to keep Chelsea away from our goal a bit, like we did against Arsenal. We kind of try and sit back, make them shoot from range, which gives Effenberger the best chance of making a save. The further out they're shooting from, the more time he's got to see it. Sancho manages to get past Boulant there, and James shoots high and wide, but it did break quite nicely for him. And now they're back in defence. Tomori and Sancho find Pedri. He's going to have a run, but again, it's back onto the wing. Chair clears towards Scarlett, but Iron is there first, and Chair, he had a chance to look for Scarlett there as Iron was away from him. Chair skips past his man, and then does get tackled by Itataran. And Chelsea now back on the ball, able to try and start building from the back again. They've got a much more patient play than what we're using at the moment, and that's poor from Effenberger there. Gets the save, but either hold that or at the very least you've got to catch it on the recovery. And Vidovic with the handball for Chelsea there from the corner. And they're back trying to put the ball in again. Adeyemi brings it away from goal, but does play it to De Jong, and James finishes very nicely into the bottom corner. Can't really argue with that one, unfortunately. Pedri with the ball in. You'd say Marin probably shouldn't leave De Jong open like that, but I think he's trying to get back and cover James, so it's one of them. We do find ourselves 1-0 down against the team leading the way in the Premier League, and James nearly curls one in again. That would have been, well, it would have been a fantastic goal in fairness, as much as I wouldn't like it. Sancho and Pedri linking up again. Adeyemi, apparently that was a foul. I don't know what was a foul, but apparently Ald's done something. I think it was Ald. And it's how what was the penalty? Coming together between Ald and Adeyemi. Pedri steps up and blasts it into the bottom corner. And after the highs of beating Everton and Arsenal and Burnley. We are now being put to the sword by the Premier League leaders and our biggest rivals. I don't think we're their biggest rivals. I don't think they really care. Oh wow, that is pathetic. What? Auld has just stood there. I'm pretty sure it hits him on the way in. Tomori with the header. Yeah, it just hits Auld. No reaction at all. I'm going to tell them they've been poor, and we're going to bring Auld off for Tripadelli. Because when you've given away a penalty and had a ball hit you on its way into the back of the net, I think that's time to say, get off the pitch, lad. I mean, the first few minutes we looked quite bright, but since then it seems to have gone a bit downhill. We're going to bring Chair off for Alcalde, and we might bring Scarlett off as well, just because at 3-1 we are going to send Manning on. At 3-0 down, we've got to look at the Norwich game as being a priority at this point. Boulan with the long throw, headed away by Tomori, but he's able to try and get back down the wing. Sancho stops the cross, and we've got to be very careful here because Chelsea have a lot of that attacking talent. It's back to Onana, and looks like they are quite happy to be very patient in their build-up. And all of a sudden, Sancho going on a run, plays it back to Wagner, who they're just passing it around as James hits it from range, and Effenberger preventing another Get James goal. You can't be having a right back score two in a game against you. Wagner crosses in, but it's headed away by Collins to Manning, and he is hacked down by Kakare, who takes the booking, and that's probably the best chance we've had, and they hack us down instead. It's a free kick for Wagner now at the edge of the area, and Effenberger catches it as it comes back off the post. I feel like I see that way too often in Football Manager, and like you never see it in real life. Wagner plays it to James. He's got the cross in, and Vidovic heading well over the bar. I have to question why he wasn't booked for the handball he did earlier. Tomori's got another. How has that worked twice in one game? Just a ball into the near post and men on the line. We've got 3 men across the line, including the goalkeeper. And again, I mean, there's just no effort to stop that going in. We're going to make them train tomorrow on the back of that. 4-0. Considering how we played against Arsenal, to then come to Stamford Bridge and get hit about the park. I mean, the first 15 minutes or so, the first half an hour before the goal, we looked quite solid, and then blown away. Norwich picking up a win, which makes this game that we're going into all the more important. Let's see if we can do better at Norwich. Okay, we're back now for the game against Norwich. We have Effenberger in goal. A back four, Mensah comes in alongside Collins and the Greek guy, while Tripadelli comes in for Auld. Marin, Casata, Harkin and Chair remain the same. Shortire on the left and Scarlett remains up front. So just a couple of changes. The 2 fullbacks and Shortire coming in on the left-hand side. Hopefully this team's good enough to get the win against Norwich. I don't see why not. I think particularly against teams in the bottom half, we should be able to start putting a run of games together. I think we had that bit of a tough start, but then we've had a few little plucky wins that we've managed to pick up, and hopefully that we can start to build confidence through the team as Effenberger makes an early save and Harkin manages to head down to Chair, who does have the ball next from him from Montgomery, but Harkin easily recovers it and he's gone on a bit of a amazing run. Finds Shorteye, who plays it through for Chair, and I thought that was in the back of the net. I think it said it actually clipped the post on the way past. And now we look to build again. Mensah with the free kick and exchanges it with Marin. Marin with an ambitious ball forward and ends up losing it for us. Norwich have got a Sancho as well. I assume that's not the same Sancho we played against Chelsea unless they're cheating. Collins and the Greek guy do well to deal with that long ball forward. Those two have really been solid at the back recently. Montgomery just nicks the ball there from Casata with poor. It's very poor from Casata there. There was no need for putting himself under pressure there. Let's demand more. I think we might start to try and change a little bit here just because Norwich seem to be having a lot more of the play, and I think we need to prevent that from happening. As Marin puts in a very good tackle there, and it's a lump ball forward again, goes nowhere, but this time playing it on the ground to Scarlett, and Harkin now driving down the right hand side, skips past one tackle, manages to get past another and gets a shot off, but it's a poor shot in the end. What we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit more pushed up, not majorly. We're just going to try and put a little bit more pressure on them. Sancho going past Mensah on the left hand side, and in the end a poor finish from him, but a bit of a warning shot from Norwich there. Overall in this first half we've been quite disappointing, I would say, and at half time we need some changes. We have just had Harkin pick up a knock, so we're going to bring Akar on the right hand side, and we're going to go to balance and just see if we can try and just be a bit more conservative in our team. Try and make sure we're not letting them come at us as much as they have been in that first half. We're going to demand more, and so far it looks to be working a bit more. We're starting to get possession a bit more again. We're going to look at making another change now. Thinking we send Roux on for Shortire. Shortire's not been having a great game on the left hand side today. And Tripadelli nicking the ball there, finds Scarlett, who lays it off for Chair, and he's called it back for a free kick, and it has been a red card for Norwich. And that is cue for me to go in for the kill here. And we are going to make some changes for these last 15 minutes. We're going to really try and exploit them now. We're going to push the engagement line up a bit more. And hopefully in this last 15 minutes we can try and put some pressure on them. We're going to go attacking as well. And still failing to get anything. So we are going to bring Chair off for Manning and go with the two up top. Scarlett and Manning, and let's fire them up as well. We've got a long throw coming in from Mensah. It's booted away by Zuba, but the Greek guy has got plenty of time now to try and send it forward. He finds Rue, who sends the cross in, and Manning makes it 1-0. We're going to instantly drop it back down. Drop our defence back down a bit. And try to make sure we can hold on to this result, because this is a big 3 points if we can hold on for it. And with them being a man down, we're going to just now try and just let them come at us a little bit more, but then hit them on a counter attack with that extra man going forward for us. They've switched to a diamond, but it looks like we might just have snuck another win, and we have done. We are going to tell them a good win, and I'm not really going to be criticising any win this year in particular, because that is, it doesn't matter how the results come. What matters is we've got to get points this year, and after 11 games, we're on 16 points. We've had goal difference has taken a bit of a hit from the Wolves and the Chelsea game in particular. In fact, if you take them games away, we've got the same goals scored and conceded. It's those games that have cost us there. But when you're a newly promoted team, you're going to have the occasional thumping. If it comes against the teams up there, Chelsea and Wolves, they're way above us. We're not competing with them. It's not ideal, but it's better than getting thumped by Norwich, for example. And we've come through that with a fantastic result. And looking forward to the rest of the season, I think what we'll do now is we'll come back for we're going to come back for the Manchester City and the Tottenham game. In fact, should we do Leeds and... No, we'll do City and Tottenham at the start of December, and we can see who would get in the third round of the FA Cup and decide if we want to come back for that or not. But yeah, City and Tottenham. I don't know why I'm playing the games where I'm expecting to lose them all. Yeah, what? We'll come back for Blackburn and the FA Cup, just so that when Liverpool, no, Blackburn and the FA Cup, yeah. Leeds and Man City. I can't make my mind up. I'm gonna play it by ear. Depends how these next few games go. If I'm worried about just coming back on camera and just getting slapped about, then I might change my mind. We'll plan for Man City Tottenham. Maybe we'll make a change if I don't want to just get slapped on camera again. We'll see. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like. Comment down below how you think we're going to get on with throughout the rest of the season. And subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.